Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Survival. What we're going to do today is we're going to start working on the interiors. I said this last episode, we haven't done anything on this wizard-esque tower, and then we haven't done anything for the interior of this house. Or this house either. We're going to do a bit of them. So, the first thing to do though is let's head over to the Skelly farm and let's try to make that look better. All right, we're here at the Skelly farm entrance. You guys can notice that I have done a spiral staircase. Kind of a rough set one, obviously. It's like the regular dig a dirt hole down. We're going to change that. We're going to make it into kind of a gazebo that goes into a spiral staircase down to the Skelly farm itself. So let's begin building that, shall we? Just like that, we're done with the gazebo. It looks pretty good. The only thing I just realized after building it all the way is that this staircase is pretty tedious to get down. The good news is we're never going to walk down this, but this goes all the way down to the Skelly farm. Okay, we finally made it down. We got all our resources down here, and we're right above this one. Hello, witch. We walk down here, we got the portal at our entrance here. Oh, it's actually 2 levels. It's very simple here. They get all sorted into here. I will say the only thing that does need to be done with this is we need to set it up so that they go up in a water elevator and then get dropped to enough level to take fall damage so that they're kind of instant punch hit, because right now they're not. But this design is very, very boring. Not a lot of things are going on here. So what I thought we would do is we do some interior decorating design. Let's get started on it, shall we? Remember that time I said I was going to do a spiral staircase? Well, I'm going to be honest. I redid it. Yeah, so this is what we got here. So we got this little elevator going all the way up. Oh, I didn't finish this. I was supposed to do trapdoors here. Spruce trapdoors specifically. But you can see that the elevator goes all the way up. And we got a nice little drop area and a nice little bubble elevator, which works super well. I know all that stuff was basically a waste of time, but you know, it's okay. Anyway, as you look in this hallway, we can see that we got these little designs here with the tough chiseled block, and then we got nice mangrove blocks all along. It's a nice little contrast. You also will notice difference from the time lapse, or well, little cinematic sequence that we switched out the floors to dark oak because I thought it looked better, just because it didn't match the same as the ceiling. But we go all the way down here. Another elevator. We got our nice little portal here. A little bit of a storage area. I didn't do a bubble column for the skeletons, so that's something I'll probably do off camera. It doesn't really necessarily need to be done on camera. Oh, I didn't finish this. Plan is to make this all dark oak strip logs all the way around, just to make it kind of uniform. You kind of get the idea, though. It's pretty simple and pretty easy, and I like it a lot. It looks way better than what it was before. Now, we got to move over to doing the interiors over at the base. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we have completed the interiors of these buildings. You will notice that this is the same. This didn't change at all. We'll basically go over each of these individually. But if we go in here... Oh, that is something I'm going to have to deal with. If we go in here, you guys can notice that there are little areas, right? These are supposed to be for our villagers. I will move them eventually. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep these completely honeycombed all the way. I think that for now, I'll just keep redoing them, and then eventually I probably need to make a honeycomb farm to make sure that these don't keep oxidizing away. But yes, each villager will go in here. Will be a nice purpose for this room, and then we'll go all the way up. We'll finally have the spiral staircase, guys. It's in the wizard tower. And then we're going to put all our books in here, any enchanted books that we get, and then we'll go all the way up. You will also notice there are some barren walls here. We'll definitely put some paintings up here eventually, and it'll make it look a little bit more lively. And then all the way up here, we have our enchantment room. Nice little area, pretty cozy. Again, we'll put paintings as well. Ooh, that is something that needs to be fixed. On to the other house. All right, this is the moss house. We got nice storage barrels all over here. Pretty cozy, works super well. We've got a little staircase up here. Not really gonna do anything with this room, especially since the contraption is in here already, and it just doesn't make sense to adapt a kind of room for it specifically, especially since we don't want to really ruin this redstone. So yeah, that's basically this place. And then last but certainly not least, we have the smelting house. This one was pretty basic. A lot of these houses are basic, but over time I'll probably add a little bit of details here and there, like little item frames for what items go in each of these barrels and such. But the same thing in regards to the redstone. We kind of just left this room open like this. I mean, maybe what I might do is kind of make a little bit of a room to just make sure it looks a little bit more uniform. But other than that, I just don't see a purpose to doing anything here. The thing I do want to do with the roof of the smelter here is I think I want to switch to an outer layer the same as these houses. Now, obviously the wizard tower doesn't have it, but I think since we're so close to this other house, it kind of would make sense that it has a little bit of uniform across the land here. But yeah, that's basically all the interiors I did. It was pretty time consuming. I was surprised how long it took. But I think what we'll do next episode is we need to do a mob grinder. Basically, we have one underground over here, but I think what would be very ideal is making a super mob grinder over on the ocean there. It'll make it a lot better with spawn rates and such. And we need a ton of gunpowder, especially since we have elytra. And I think that would be pretty crucial. I think also what we'll do next episode is we'll start work on a horse stable, you could call it. It's gonna either go here or up the hill over there. I'm not really sure yet. We also need to do this mountain. I said I literally was gonna do it, and then I did that massive mountain. So we're gonna get to it eventually, little by little, guys. Obviously, we might take a change of pace though, because we've been doing a ton of building, and I think we need to do a couple of redstone contraptions here and there. Because I think I want to take a crack at a super storage system. I say that with a grain of salt, so don't keep me to that promise, obviously. I am not a redstoner. Please do not expect me to do that. That would be a nightmare. This episode is a little bit shorter, but there was a ton of things we did. I know interior work takes a lot of time. I did cut up the episode a lot tighter, but I think I like it a lot. It's a little bit of a jam-packed episode, and I think it works pretty well. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave a like if you did, and I will see you guys in the next episode.